BB's, I look like an idiot. Tell me why I filmed this last night. It's August 6th. Today's August 7th. Guess what leaked today, this morning? The Monster High coffee bean playset and the dolls. Ah! So, the dolls are here. I don't know. A lot of the points I'm going to make in this video are kind of counterproductive, I guess, because they already got kind of fixed in the leaks and with the dolls. But watch if you guys want to. It's fun. I don't know. I was gonna chat with y'all, but I guess not. But I don't know. The dolls look good though. I'm excited. Yes, get into the video now. Hey BBs, it's Plastic here back with y'all for another episode of Ghoul Chat. Today's Ghoul Chat, I want to talk about how I would do Generation 3 of Monster High. And this video, before I even talk about anything, is very inspired by xcandenis' video on the topic of how she would do Monster High Generation 3. And that'll be linked in the bio or linked somewhere because that was a really good video. I love like hearing people talk about Monster High, so I'm like, if I like it, why don't I talk about Monster High to camera? Because I don't know, I feel like we don't get that many people talking about Monster High like this, kind of. I don't know, maybe we do and I'm just an idiot, but I like the Ghoul Chat kind of episodes about Monster High. I like talking about them, but I haven't watched that video in a while. It came out I think Wednesday and it's Saturday, so if I skip over any points, I'm sorry. But I think I've been thinking about this on my own for a minute, so I hope I don't really repeat anything. If I do, again, I'm sorry. But I have lots of thoughts and opinions. I am a collector. I've been collecting since the original run, and then I took a break, so I'm back. But so again, a collector's point of view. I'm not a business person or anything. I am just a big fan of Monster High. I love the dolls, I love the series, I love everything, and I really just want to make this about because I want to see Monster High succeed. I want to see them be as best as possible, and I want to see them outdo everyone. I want to see them be Prime Monster High again. I just want them to be amazing, and that's why I'm confused what the fuck's happening, because right now it is August 6th, and also this is gonna go up way later than you're seeing the date. It is August 6th, so this is probably gonna go out weeks later, but that's fine. I'm really late with my videos. But and we got like, so right now in the doll community, the Monster High Coffin Bean playset. So if you're watching this in the future, Monster High Coffin Bean playset is supposedly shipped by Amazon, but right now Mattel is pulling orders or whatever, and like they're getting canceled left and right. We have no idea when they are, and we're supposed to be seeing through the Amazon, the Coffin Bean listing in Canada. We're supposed to be seeing the peaks of G3 dolls and the playset soon, we hope. The dolls are also currently being shipped to stores in August. They're said to be coming out. That'll hopefully be somewhere linked or picture. I don't know. I don't know if I'm allowed to show the placement guide because I don't know if it's like, is that legal? It was from an employee. They found the picture, but in like the little database of Macy's or JCPenney, whatever the one has Toys R Us, that's where it's going to be. But Monster High is said to have dolls coming out in August, and wow, that's a little bit scary because, okay, in my opinion, we should have had the dolls, Generation 3 dolls, out at July. Because that would have been a really, really fun little tribute to the Generation 1 of Monster High. I mean, I know these are pre-productions, so just ignore them. Pretend like the real Monster High OG ones. But it would have been really cool if we got the Generation 3, the new generation of dolls, on July 10th, which was the original release date of the Monster High Wave 1 dolls. That would be really cute, in my opinion, to be like a little tribute. I don't know. I think that's fun and silly. But we didn't get that, sadly, which I was low-key expecting that, but like, it's fine. It's Mattel, it's doll companies, it's whatever. Pushbacks are here and there. It's, it's crazy right now. We're living in a very maybe it was originally supposed to be that day, but who knows? Again, everything's been very unpredictable with, like, I guess, is it pandemic still have effects? I have no idea. I'm not, again, in that world, but in my opinion, I think that would be really cool. But the dolls are getting really late. The movie's coming out on October 6th, right? Why aren't we getting doll leaks, information, art, any sneak peeks or anything? Like, they should have had the Generation 3, again, in my opinion as a doll collector, at Comic-Con. All we got at Comic-Con was Hunkator, Frankie, and that was it, right? We didn't get anything new like that. They had like a setup for the movie, but who the fuck? Some people have already watched the Monster High movie. We don't care about the movie anymore. The movie's not going to be that good anyway. It was it was directed by a racist. I don't care about the movie. And the movie was cute. From the snippets, the trailers that I've seen, it's a cute movie. So yeah, I'll be watching the movie on a site when it comes out because I do want to see the finished product. But I don't care about the movie. It's live action. It's a musical. There's not much Monster High I mean, there's Monster High essence to it, but it's not like what we're here for. We're here for the dolls, and that's why I'm confused why we're not seeing the dolls earlier. Because again, wouldn't it be cool if they could pull like kids and collectors in now and build up excitement? Because I feel like Generation 3 Monster High started off late. They gave us the information date and like they're coming back in February of 2021. And we didn't get dolls. We got collector dolls, but we didn't get real Monster High dolls. And I use real Monster High dolls, like the actual Frankie, Dracula, Claudine, whatever, until January of 2022 when the Hog Tour dolls released. Was it January or February? Again, around a year later, we didn't get dolls like that. So I'm confused. So if I was in charge of the Monster High reboot, I would have said the Monster High coming back. Ooh, we're coming back. October of 2021, so we can, because when that fucking post, they delete all the pictures, when I tell you the Monster High collector level expanded, like, at least double the size, because that was the time that I really got on doll Twitter. It was, like, the hype for Monster High was batshit. Like, the prices were already going higher, they went through the roof, mama. So that, I think that would have been more sense if they did it in October, because, like, whatever, October, they could release Greta, and then, hype. But they released, like, they announced it late as fuck. So right now, the hype died for a good hot minute. Over the summer, it died. So I would have released it in, like, the comeback coming out in October. And then we actually have the movie coming out next October. So y'all better be excited. But we got, I don't know. That's what I thought would be really fun. But again, I'm not marketing, not PR. Maybe I'm on the wrong side of it. But that would be cool. Also, the rollout of the pre-production dolls is so beyond confusing. I know this isn't really Generation 3. It's more just, I guess, Monster High. I don't know. Why weren't they massively produced or massively available? Widely available? Because they were literally out a week. These dolls were out, like, maybe 24 hours before they got cleared and gone, and these dolls are nowhere to be purchased again, at least unless you're buying from a scalper or whatever the case may be. These dolls are hard to find. Probably harder to find than the actual OG dolls, which is weird. I don't know why this was such a limited release, because the free protections for Bratz was a good, like, those dolls sold out, and they sold out again a bunch of times. Like, they were in high demand, and, eventually, like, they were, I don't know, I think those dolls are amazing, and, like, the fact that they were available after a while was good. I think a lot of people should have the experience to buy a new Frankie, a new Claudine, whatever the case may be. And obviously, I love that release. I think the Laguna, I bought my girl doll, 3 of her actually, during that release, but it's confusing that it wasn't available. I thought it would be. Hopefully with Gulia and Cleo it will be. I don't know. It's no time to tell. Maybe they will be available soon in October. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know when they're going to release them again, or if they are, but I hope so. But I think these dolls, the new ones, need to be good. So I'm scared about that, because I don't really know what's happening right now. We've seen a picture of the possible, and no, I guess it's confirmed. It probably is confirmed. The new G3 dolls, and I don't hate them anymore. I hated them when I first saw them, because again, I like the OG Monster High, but I would personally, as a collector, not completely do the G3 dolls. And I'm trying to say this as a person who is, besides a collector, but as a person who is kind of looking at the Monster High community as a whole right now, and seeing how the trends are with, like, collectors and the kids. They want the G3 molds and faces. We don't want the smiley and the expression. When you look at, every time I look at my Facebook, I'm in a bunch of Monster High Facebook groups. Every time I look at them, there's at least one mom or parent or whatever the case may be saying, "Is anyone selling those Monster High dolls? My kid is into them, blah, 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 blah." And kids are in love with Monster High dolls, like the OG dolls. And, like, duh, like, when Monster High first came out, kids were obsessed with them. Kids were all over the OG Monster High. Like, they were crazy. I mean, obviously not when they first came out, but, like, at their peak, like, the OG face molds and, like, the more dead, like, how, like, like, they weren't, like, let me just show you guys one. Like, these dolls were not smiley. Sorry, Dracula. Dracula's not a good example, because she is never, like, this doll is not smiley. She just kind of has a blank expression. that's kind of what I thought through Generation 3 of Monster High would just be like the same sculpts, updated fashions, and I'm not going to be the one to dog on the fashions, because I actually don't mind the fashion quality from the little itty bitty like sneak peek of the chest up looks good so far. I don't know what's going to happen, but so far it looks good. I hope I don't eat my words, but I thought we'd be getting like the OG molds, especially after Honka Tour and the reproductions. I was so beyond confused when we got the smiling Claudine in this winking Frankie. I mean, I don't really remember what Frankie was doing, but definitely smiling. Why are we smiling? What are we happy about? I don't know. I just think that's a little. I hate dolls' expressions, and I feel like even kids, like the dolls that are not doing very well, or maybe I'll rephrase this: the dolls that are doing well have the kind of more dead expressions. I know Rainbow High dolls are smiling, kind of, but their smiles are more like pouty. LOL OMG dolls are smiling, but they're, again, more pouty. Bratz dolls, who are also doing very well, pouty. Like, I don't understand how Mattel, and I know Mattel is kind of out of date with a lot of the things. You can very clearly see with Barbie how out of touch they are with the doll market. And maybe I'm wrong. Again, I am a doll collector, and I don't fully know what kids are into. But from what I see, every time I go into Target aisle, the LOL aisle and Rainbow High aisle is swarmed, while Barbie has very minimal movement in product. So when I see the dolls that are doing the best, Rainbow High and LOL OMG, when I look at them, I think of the more like lifeless expressions, but not in a bad way, like in a good way where they just like are like fashion models and dolls. I think of the high quality, I think of the hair, and I think of the colors. And when you think of Monster High, I kind of think, I don't fully, when I think of Monster High, go to quality, but I think about the detail, the kind of, again, lifeless expressions, the colors, and the concepts. And that's what kind of confuses me with what we're seeing now, is I think they do still have concepts, I do still think they have details and stuff like that. I just don't think they have the pouty fierceness that they once did. And again, I know they're trying to market to a new generation, but we've been seeing Mattel's new lines, like, who are more campy like that. We've seen the Cave Clubs, we've seen the Hello Kitty dolls, we've seen the Hair Amazing dolls, who all kind of had that smiley, and I'm just basing this off faces, I'm not really sure. We've all seen those smiley kind of dolls, and they've not done well. They haven't really resonated with kids or collectors, and that's what confuses me, because I think these dolls, to compete with what is on the market, LOLMG dolls, Bratz, my Rainbow, I don't have any Rainbow High dolls, actually, Rainbow High over there, to compete with what's on the market right now, they really need to bring a fierce kind of, I know their Monster High was never really goth, but like a little goth, a little darker element to the doll world. I think that's what would be really important, because I don't know how well, and I know xcandenis said this, I can't remember her saying this, but I don't know how well Monster High is going to float with kids, collectors now. I do want to add in here that I think the reason why Monster High was so successful in the first place was because it was so different on the doll market. There was never a monster doll like this. Again, it kind of changed the way of the doll community and the doll, like the doll world in general forever. And I think right now there are really no dolls like Monster High on the shelves. There's no dark dolls. I mean, like the dolls that are kind of similar to Shadow High, but I think Monster High could kind of beat them out of the water if they did a good story and kind of did a more creepy kind of aspect to them, because my Rainbow High dolls are just grayscale dolls, or Shadow High dolls are just grayscale dolls with like regular fashions, but like they're not Monster High fashions. Like Monster High could do so well in this doll world right now, especially when we're getting everything good, if they could do the OG, what we fell in love with, what we kind of resonate with. And that's why I'm confused about the direction that we're going with for the new dolls. It was Playline, and you know, Playline dolls were, she just fucking fell. Playline dolls, when Monster High kind of came out, they really did resonate with both kids and collectors, and that's what I'm scared about right now. I don't think they're gonna resonate with both or at all. A lot of collectors obviously have the old Monster High dolls. I don't know how well these G3 ones are going to fit in with their collections. I think I've been seeing that on TikTok. People are like, well, I already have 200 Monster High dolls from the G1, and they all have the same kind of faces. Why are we getting new faces? That's, again, the issue with the Reboot. If you're looking back at Reboot sales and how well the Reboot did, the new faces kind of killed it. That's what, like, if you are basing this Generation 3 relaunch and reboot and, you know, resurgence of Monster High, take a look at the reboot and then take a look at the OG dolls. See how the reboot failed. See what the OG dolls did good and what the OG dolls did bad. Take the reboot, take good and bad, make that into a new thing. And I don't think Monster High Generation 1 is perfect at all. I think that this Generation 3 has the power to do what Monster High Generation 1 couldn't and what Generation 2 couldn't. And I think that in my world, when we're thinking about the dolls, where we're entering my world, we would have the OG faces, we'd have a new body that was more sturdy, that doesn't fall apart. Dracula would be shorter, that's kind of a personal thing. We would have more higher fashions, longer hair. Again, the hair would be saran, no polypropylene, no Kanekalon. I hate Kanekalon. I used to like Kanekalon, I hate Kanekalon. And we would have interesting concepts, again, like OG did. And the pictures, I'm not sure if they're gonna have saran or poly, and if they have polypropylene hair, no one's buying. And you might as well just shut the gates. You might as well just close up shop now, because no one's gonna want fucking polypropylene in 2022 when we're in the world of nylon and occasional saran from whatever. So I think that the quality overall is gonna be very, very important. And again, I don't think Monster High needs to use these same bodies. I think that a collection can kind of be good if they use a stronger body. Like the reboot body was, or Ever After High bodies, very sturdy doll bodies. And I think that would be really cool to see on Monster High dolls, because when you hold a Monster High doll, I'm scared. This doll is not very like, you can just see the the knee pegs. That's not very sturdy compared to LOL, Bratz, and Rainbow High, where we have these sturdy dolls. That's also kind of something that is important, I think. And Kids Play is a sturdy doll, because I have so many Monster High dolls that I broke when I was really young, and maybe they will have good bodies, I don't really know. But I think that would be really cool if they could kept their articulations and stands and all the fun things that made them kind of more collector-esque, but also being able to have play value in, you know, again, the posability. I love the articulation as a kid, and I'm not even saying that. Like, I genuinely draw Barbie because that bitch did not have articulation. I love the articulation. I love posing Monster High dolls. I love making those little stop motions on my little camera thing. Like, I think the posability is very important for Monster High. I think the lack of articulation kind of killed it for a lot of collectors and a lot of kids as well. Because you can just see, like, articulation isn't, like, I don't know how much it does, like, how much works it is when, like, in, like, the manufacturing, but I know that a lot of people value it, and I know that it cannot be that much expensive to produce. So it would just be nice if we got sturdy articulation for play value and all that fun things, because I think that would be really important, especially in the age of all these new doll lines having articulation. But okay, sorry, back on track a little bit. I think I was kind of delving away from my point. Was I think these dolls need to be resonate with kids and collectors. I think that's the only way we're gonna work with this. I don't know, and I know that the collectors are the ones who are mainly buying the Crew Productions. Again, looking at the Crew Productions launch, these dolls sold out at any Walmart that had them, online multiple times. Take a look at these dolls and base off the G3 dolls, kind of what that is. And I would obviously, I don't want the same looks as Generation 1. I'm gonna be the controversial one to say it. I think we need new looks. I know a lot of people on TikTok right now and Twitter and whatever the case may be is complaining about how the new looks aren't Monster High enough. I don't have a problem with the new looks. I just have a problem with the, like, what the faces might look like, because that bothers me. I just think that we do not need Laguna to be pink. And I know this is a very petty argument, but I would personally keep every skin tone from Monster High. I'd actually like the idea of Cleo being darker, but most Monster High skin tones need to stay the same. Why is Laguna pink now? I know this is very much a me thing, but like, and I'll get over it eventually, but like, if we're sticking with the keeping collectors happy while keeping kids happy, I think there is a middle ground in there, and I think that's, again, what the most successful lines are doing right now, keeping both kids and collectors happy. And I think Mattel could do that if they cared a little bit. If we kept Laguna blue, like, you know, we kept her blue, so the people with 50 Lagunas can add to the Laguna collection without it being a sore thumb. I think it would be cool. Wait, hear me out on this. If Generation 1 and 3 could look good on a shelf together. I don't know. Maybe that might be a little bit too scary for Mattel. but I think that we need, again, more revealing fashion, more experimental fashion, that's what I meant to say, for this to be good. Because if we're getting, and I mean, basing off the movie looks and what we've seen on the trailer, overalls is not, I'm not gagging. I think that we need the skirts. I think we need more, more fun fashion. I feel like the fashion that we're getting from the snippets we're getting is fine, but it's not compatible with what's on the market right now. You're looking at dolls who aren't wearing overalls. Who the fuck is wearing overalls besides Busy BB? Like, I don't, maybe this is very much a, me thing, but, I feel like the fashion could be more updated. And that's what I want to see. I would make the fashion more, relevant to current trends. And I know trends kind of go in and out, but I would make sure they kind of kept some remnants of 2010, but make it new and exciting. I think the Hong Couture looks, honestly, I mean, not like in their entirety, but I think the Monster High Hong Couture looks could be really cool for Generation 3 standard outfits. And I know they're a little bit more campy, and I know that's like never gonna happen, but like I think those would have been like really cool. I just like updated looks of what we could have gotten for, you know, the baseline of everything. I would also though kind of continue the more collector Monster High line, in terms of that, because I think the more exclusive dolls are kind of fun. I would just not do them on Mattel Creations. I hate Mattel Creations so much. I think that website needs to burn. But I would make them not as limited, maybe 10,000 units, because I don't even know if how many units we have right now for Monster High, but right now the limited is annoying. Give us at least an hour of these dolls being able to purchase, because the 3 minutes is so stressful. I know that's kind of like irrelevant, but I think the collector dolls are fun, but they're just over and annoying. Again, as the Mattel CEO in this situation where I'm controlling the Monster High Generation 3 reboot, I would not have them all be $85 or $75, whatever the case may be, because that's a stab in the back for a lot of older fans. Because, again, the dolls initially were around $25, and I know inflation, pee-pee poo-poo, but it's just a stab in the back to be like, here's Frankie now in 2022. Really cool design, really gorgeous hair, but they are $75 and it's gonna cost you an arm and leg, and you're gonna have to fight 3 people while you're on the website, and you might not get them in a good condition. They might have lipstick all over the packaging, so good luck with that. Hee hee, Mattel. Mwah. I would have, again, as CEO of Mattel, I would have made sure that, they weren't as, like, I think a good price range would be like $40 for the dolls. And I know that's not really like about Generation 3, it's more of like the collector line. I think that's $45 price point for the quality control would have been much more reasonable for a lot of people. I think the collector right now, like kind of range for like playline, I mean like fashion doll, collector dolls is around like, you know, was it like 40 to 80? I think that's fair, right? Jet was 80. No, Jet was 60. I don't know. That's kind of the range that makes sense for collector dolls in the market right now. And I think that's the only price that should be. I think that's insane for one doll, but whatever. I'm not any business manager again. I don't know. I just wish the dolls were rolled out better. I think that would be really important to see. And I don't know why Mattel is hiding Generation 3 so far. Like, why is it so tight? And I know they don't want stuff leaking or whatever, but like, when are we gonna see it? Like, it's gonna be October. We're not even getting the dolls yet. Like, what is happening? I really just wish the dolls were out now. Like, I feel like you're an idiot for not releasing these now. Like, these would be making you so much money right now if you just launch. And then maybe they cost them too much to make. Who knows? But like, these would make so much more sense to have out now, because you already have a Monster High space on the shelf. There's no Monster High space on the shelf. Kids aren't gonna know what Monster High is unless they know about, like, you know, the old dolls, the movies, pee pee poo poo. But I feel like giving someone, like, especially younger collectors and new collectors, the chance to buy Monster High dolls easily and accessibly would be to have the spot for them on Target, to build hype for the movie. Maybe you could put a little sticker, or dying to know more, like that, like a throwback. Like, I feel like we're not getting any throwbacks. I mean, like, we're getting the Hong Couture line and whatever, like these reproductions, but where are like the throwbacks to the OG? They are not playing into the OG marketing. Like, I don't know, like, why are we not doing the website games, the dying to, like, why, like, what are we doing? Like, what is Mattel? The time is kicking. Like, we need to hurry it up. Like, oh, like, where are we at? Like, is anyone at the office? Is anyone clocked in? Can anyone get to their phone? Can anyone have an internet access? Like, what the fuck is, like, I am genuinely confused where we all are at the current time and place of being. Like, the office must be closed down, snowed in, whatever the case may be. Like, I'm just confused. But again, I also think that Hot Topic Mart is kind of like a good little, like you have people like wearing like the Monster High logo again. Like, you have a lot of shirts out, you have some jewelry out, you have some keychains. And the Spirit Halloween collection, genius marketing, genius. Halloween, yeah. And it's like the OG look, so it's like the 3 characters. I wish there were like, you know, Laguna, Cleo, Abby, Golia, but that's in a crazy world. That's genius marketing, and I am applauding Mattel right now for that, because Spirit Halloween and Monster High makes sense. Like, peanut butter and jelly makes sense. I feel like that's genius, and I would have definitely thought about that because again, I am the CEO in this situation. But I really like that idea. You know, by being able to buy like an adult version of Monster High Frankie or Fighting or Dracula or whatever the case may be, and like some cute little face accessories. It's not too expensive. Spirit Halloween probably isn't the best quality ever, but like it's not like Dolls Kill where they're problematic. And I don't know. And I'm happy that Monster High isn't kind of playing into the legacy brand. I'm happy they're not taking the route of 1 billion reproductions with bad screenings and very little promotion. I think, I can't say this fully because I don't know, but I think they're doing better than Bratz in turn. And I know we're not at the same spot yet. Bratz has been out for like 1.5 years already, and Monster High is just creeping back onto shelves or whatever the fuck they're doing. But, both have bad, awful rollouts. It's like initial rollouts with like coming back, but like so far I know the Monster High is going to give us new concepts, while Bratz gives us very little new concepts. So I would be really focusing on the new dolls, and I would do reproductions every once in a while. I think that if we did the reproductions like we did Bratz, where they were out for like a full year, we had chances for everyone to get them and, you know, get new into collecting Monster High. I think that would have been really cool. And then like maybe a year later, release Schools Out Wave 2, give us Abby and Spectra. I don't know, maybe Dawn of the Dance. I wouldn't re-release 1 billion lines. I don't think we need Sweet 1600 reproductions. I don't think we need Skull Shores productions. I don't think we need Dance Class productions. Like, I don't think we need every production of every line. Maybe just only the big ones, the ones that have like the best quality, the ones that resonate with fans the most. No movie, like who the fuck wants 13 Wishes reproductions? Like, no movie lines that already have 1 billion out. Just like more like lines like the OG fan favorites that are more expensive on eBay maybe, that have, again, the better quality. I don't know, I think that would have been cool. I don't know, I just think we need more throwbacks. But I think to sum up my little thoughts, I would want, in the perfect world of Monster High coming back, the kind of the OG face sculpts and the OG Fierce dolls, because I don't know, I just think that's like better. I would do, again, the widely available reproductions. Then in July, come out with the dolls. So again, they're out. More, what the fuck is happening with the animated show again? More promotion on that, because I don't really know who that is. I think that would be cool. Maybe even get the website back up and running, get the games going, get some commercials on TV here and there. Just get like some, like, I don't know, like maybe like books or something. I don't fucking know. Do something. Wake up. We're releasing dolls soon, I hope. But I don't know. That's my little brain opinions, thoughts and opinions. But let me know what y'all would do for Monster High Generation 3. What would y'all change about what's happening right now? What would you want the dolls to look like? Are you happy with these little smiley, kind of more expressive dolls? Or would you want to go back to the OG kind of, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But sound off. Let me know in the comments. I want to chat with y'all about that. I think it's so fun. But with that, I'm going to go. And thank you for watching. I cannot wait to catch you next one. Bye.